Alright, what is up guys? We are back with another Diablo 4 video here, and this is another update I've got on my Druid that is Nature's Fury. I'm gonna try and do the World Tier 3 Capstone dungeon. It's level 70, so that I can get into World Tier 4 Torment difficulty. I've not been able to find any upgrades in World Tier 3 in a long time. Um, these boots, I just haven't really decided what I want to imprint on them yet. But I've had these boots for quite some time. Most of this gear I've had for quite a while. Still using pretty much the same legendary powers. I'll just show you the gear real quick and what I've got. So, here, why don't we go into the dungeon so there's no interruptions real quick. But yeah, this build is very strong. Huge AoE clear speed, very survivable. A lot of defensive options, a lot of unstoppable.
Cursed. This place is cursed.
Oh, okay. Um, so we've got the Earthen Bulwark legendary power, Nature's Fury passive. This is essential to this build. Landslide, strike a second time. I've got a higher roll legendary power, but I'm saving it to imprint later. That's necessary for this build. I've got this barrier. I think the barrier is very strong, and I have increased barrier generations because I pretty much have a barrier up 100% of the time. I also have this for increased damage with a barrier. Like I said, I haven't decided what to imprint on here yet. And on my weapon, I have an imprinted. It was a low roll Trample, but I wanted to get that bonus because that bonus is huge. I feel like after testing one-handed and two-hander is definitely the way to go for the huge damage. Since there is no cost to Trample, basically you're just trying to reset Trample and cast it as often as you can. So the huge damage is definitely the way to go. This armor legendary power is really good, especially with Hurricane and just how much damage I do. I've got it up to like 70-80% increased armor, and armor is really your strongest, your best option as far as defensive stats go, aside from just straight damage reduction. Later on, this is a perfect roll on this, so if it's on a piece of armor, it would be 0.5%. I may put it on a piece of armor and put this legendary power on the amulet, because I think having a 12-second cooldown reduction is going to be much stronger, and since this is soft core, I feel like having more offense is just the better way to go. On the rings, I've got Tornado, seeking up to 3 targets. I've debated whether or not I want to swap out that legendary power. I haven't decided yet or not, though. I think it's definitely helpful for Tornado, but there just may be a stronger legendary power overall for the build. And then, like I said here, I just have the increased damage with barriers. So let's just try and progress through the dungeon here real quick. And I mean, the build here, I'll just show you real quick. You can pause to look at it. I've covered it. I've made a few changes, but I've covered it enough that I don't want to take up too much time going through it. If you have any questions on it, just leave it down in the comments. This would be the main thing that I've found is really strong here, because I'm switching into bear form so much that the 9% damage reduction and then this 15% damage reduction every time I use a defensive skill, that's where most of my survivability comes. And then this Wild Impulses gives you huge damage, since most of your damage is coming from Landslide being procced either by Trample or Tornado. And then Paragon, you've got your basic here. I came up into this Paragon board that has the nature magic, so I just have tons of nature, magic, skill damage, and damage to elites. And then I'm going to get this next, and I may use this. There's a legendary werebear power that when you hit a poisoned enemy, you instantly do 100% or 140% something of that poison damage to them instantly. So it's going to be like 120% and then 140 or 160, 80% of that instantly. So it seems like it could be pretty strong. So without taking up too much more time on the build, let's see if we can actually do this dungeon. Being that it is 10 levels above me, I have no doubt that I can kill things without really an issue. I'm just not sure how well I will survive. So let's find out here. And like I said, the game I have not upgraded any of my gear yet, and I hardly have done any imprinting. I've only imprinted like 1 or 2 powers just because I have a lot of them, and then I'll use like the lower level imprint just to save the higher one for later on. I can't get any upgrades really in World Tier 3. I need World Tier 4 to continue to progress, otherwise I'm just like leveling and killing stuff and selling it, like farming materials. But like it's kind of to the point where it's, if I can finish this dungeon now, that's going to be the most efficient way to do this. And since it's not hardcore, they hit pretty hard, so we will see how this goes. I mean, it's going pretty well so far, but you saw how much damage I just took, and they're definitely burning through my shield a lot quicker than I am used to dealing with. But still, for them being like 10 levels above me, I'm feeling pretty confident that we're gonna be able to do this dungeon. And I don't know if it matters if you die in the Capstone dungeons, or if you can. I think you can just kind of like keep throwing yourself at the dungeon. I mean, it looks like I'm getting a lot of experience here, so at least, you know, not a total waste. I was just curious what power of items we're dropping. So just got this legendary power here. I think that's going to be a nice boost. I probably wouldn't try this dungeon until at least level 60, because you do get a couple power boosts here. You know, potentially your first legendary node on the Paragon board, you get the upgraded potion, and then you can start crafting the flawless gems. If you have somebody that can feed you the flawless gems, I think you can start using them at 50, but you can't craft them till 60. So anyways, a couple power boosts at level 60 that just make this, you know, a little bit easier to attempt. But I do think you need to have, you know, pretty solid build to be able to do this before before you get closer to level 70, just because everything is so much higher level. If your DPS is too low, you're probably not going to be able to, you know, outlast the monsters, just because their damage is pretty high from what it seems like. But since I can just kind of melt them, I don't really have to tank them for too long. And you can see how strong this build is, just in terms of like clear speed. So I mean, not only do I have, like, Trample just does massive amounts of damage, and it can hit the whole screen. So when I do it, the landslides proc twice. Also, if I proc the landslide from tornado, it also casts landslide twice, so very big damage on that. And if I push them into a wall with trample, they get stunned. That does work on elites as well, until they get the immune to like crowd control effect buff. So I can stun them, you know, pretty much until they're dead, except in like rare instances. And the way that I have found that this build works best is, so I want my Earthen Bulwark up, ideally. Whoops. Just because then I get the damage buff to my Trample, and then I'll instant cast both of my Hurricane and the buff, the active of Cyclone Armor. And a lot of times I can get a reset. Oh shit. A lot of times I can get a reset on the Trample. If I don't, then I can just start casting Tornado and Storm Strike until Trample comes back up, which really, if I get one proc, it's almost, like you can see there, it's almost back up as soon as it's done. If I put the legendary power on the amulet and I get a 12-second cooldown reduction, it's basically going to be 100% uptime. And what I would like, what I'm going to attempt later on, I don't know if it's feasible or not, but I found a legendary power where when I crowd control an enemy, I gain 4 of my resource. And there's another legendary power that makes all your... I mean, Trample already kind of crowd controls everything, and most of my abilities crowd control everything. So I may not need the legendary power that makes your earth skills slow enemies, but that's potentially an option. And I'm thinking if I can somehow get it to where I don't need a basic skill, and I can either keep everything I have now and equip an ultimate. Oh, crap. That would be, I think, pretty strong. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. The only thing I'm not sure about is like on bosses, and then just if something goes wrong, then I may just be kind of like running around with waiting for like cooldowns to come back up. But I do think that there is some potential there, and that it could possibly work and be very strong, because there's that spirit. There is the spirit boon that gives you a chance to reduce your ultimate cooldown. So like if I could get rid of Storm Strike and use Petrify, I think that would be possibly really strong. It's gonna be very dependent on how much I can actually like generate spirit without a basic skill. But there's a lot of times where like I'm not even really casting Storm Strike, so I feel like it's definitely a strong possibility. But until I get that legendary power, the other thing is I don't know exactly what I would swap out, because as far as legendary powers go, I would either have to like take out the barrier skill or possibly the tornado, because there's like, it's like I want to use that poison legendary power, and that's already going to be hard to fit in. like there's not really much I can take out. Like I could potentially take, like this isn't necessary for the build. I could take this out. I could possibly take this out. I could possibly take this out. I feel like the barrier is almost essential, but maybe it's not. Maybe I can take that out. But like this is essential, this is essential, this is essential, and this is essential to this build. So it's gonna get a little tricky, like trying to optimize this, and I don't really want to do that until I get to World Tier 4. So I've just been kind of running it as it is, because I haven't had any issues. Like this is more than strong enough for World Tier 3. And I don't want to waste, like, some of the legendary powers. I only have one piece of gear with it on it at the moment. So I don't want to waste it on lower level gear. I really want to get the level... Oh. Alright, so there's like some kind of debuff in here.
I must wait.
So I try and cast my Trample as far as I can every time, and then I try and angle it, like reposition, so I can knock them into a wall, because they do take more damage, and then they also get stunned, and the stun is pretty significant. So if you knock them into terrain, they take like another couple thousand damage, and then they get stunned for 3 seconds. So it's definitely worth it to like reposition for half a second if you can, to try and knock them into terrain. Sometimes I'll use the Cyclone Armor to try and set up, like, if I want to reposition them, like nudge them a little bit in a direction to set up the stun. But, you know, it's not like you can get it every time. But I'm always trying to watch for, like, those angles. And then especially on the bigger targets, like if it's a trash mob, it's not as big of a deal. Like if there's a big, really big, like tanky, high damage, heavy hitting mob, like these guys, definitely want to like try and stun them, especially in this higher level dungeon where I can't just steamroll the content. Can't remember, I wonder what boss I'm gonna fight in here. I haven't looked anything up on this dungeon, I just came into it blind, because either I'll be able to do it or I won't. And I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I may die, you know, oh crap, potentially, again. Whoa. That guy hits hard. Holy crap. Alright. So this is a little more challenging. I mean, I thought it might be challenging. I didn't really know what to expect. But this is a little tougher than I've kind of thought it might be. I thought I may be able to just like come in here and steamroll it, but that's definitely not the case. So we may have to actually like do some guerrilla warfare here. Alright. One thing that I would say in Diablo 4 is like my inventory fills up way too fast. And I feel like I need to pick up all the rares. And then there's not that many magical items that drop, so I usually pick those up too, just because they sell for about the same as a rare. And then I want to pick up all the gems too. Maybe I should stop picking up the gems. But I don't know how many it's going to take for like the highest tier of gem. And I don't want to not pick them up and then regret it later, so... Alright, let's use one of our better consumables here. Just because this is... I think we're going to use this one because we are fighting a lot of demons. Not sure if these fanatics count as demons.
I'm not ready yet.
So I used to try and cast the Save Earthen Bulwark to try and recast it when it would be off cooldown, but now I just, with the damage being a lot higher, I'm typically just recasting it as it comes up, and it also helps with like resetting cooldowns on Hurricane and Cyclone Armor, which helps me in turn reset the cooldown, oh crap, on my Trample. Man, just not getting very many, oh crap, alright. Damn. Alright, I'm just gonna keep throwing myself at this dungeon, because this is softcore. If you guys tried this dungeon at level 60, let me know how your build did down in the comments, because I'm curious. You know, were you able to kill this effectively or more effectively? Was your survivability a lot better? Oh shit, those guys hit hard. Yeah, man. Okay.
I must wait.
Alright, well, if all I have to do is, like, kill trash, that's kind of what my build does, and does very well. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start playing a little more conservatively. Oh, okay. So I didn't even have to kill everything? Kind of odd. Ouch. So I am finding some higher item power stuff in here. But I think you need like item level 715 to actually get the highest stat tiers. So, like I said, that's why I've been really waiting until World Tier 4 to do a whole lot in terms of my gear. Oh. That's the other nice thing on this build is I have 2 options to break
I'm not ready yet.
CC. Either if I have Earthen Bulwark, if I have Earthen Bulwark on, I'm immune to CC, but I can also cast it to break CC. And then I can, oh shit, I'm dead. Oh. Okay, I survived the CC, but didn't make it out. Let's see how messed up my equipment is. Alright. But I can break CC with Trample and with Earthen Bulwark, and I'm immune while I'm trampling, and I'm immune while I have Earthen Bulwark, so... There's another legendary power where if I was playing hardcore, I'd probably use it, that it's like once per every, I think, 20 to 40 seconds. You can put it on boots. It will, if you get crowd controlled, it will break the CC. So that I feel like, you know, potentially in hardcore could be a lifesaver for this build, because really, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this dungeon right now if I was playing hardcore. I would definitely wait until higher level. But in World Tier 3, really the only times that I even get close to dying is if I happen to get CC'd while Trample and Earthen Bulwark are down. And that almost never happens, but like in hardcore, if it happens one time and you die, like that's it for your character, so you have to plan for those like one-off situations. And it has happened to me, you know, a handful of times where I've died or I've come really close to dying just from that, you know, kind of rare situation. So you kind of have to plan for that in hardcore.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, where's these cannibals? We need to collect their animus. Ouch. Yikes. Yeah, see, normally I can tank stuff and hit it, with Storm Strike to at least be able to, get my, it'll reset my cooldowns, but I can't do that right now because of the level difference. Oh my gosh, yeah, like I can't take that damage. Oh my gosh, dude, that's got some range to it. We're not giving up. We're definitely
I need more time.
just gonna power through this. Don't really care how many deaths that it takes. Like, I have plenty of gold, and that's really the only thing that's gonna cost me is, you know, what I lose in gold. Okay, so that dude is one of these cannibal bosses. I really need to get him to, like, where I can stun him, and I've gotta avoid that. Oh, thought I stunned him.
Time to do that.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh my gosh, that did not give me very much animus. So there must be several of these guys then. I thought there was maybe two. Alright. It's gonna be a little tougher than I was thinking. Also on this build, just in general, I really like the sacred +2 max evade charges, so I've got 3 total. It really, especially on Druid, who has pretty limited mobility, it's pretty significant. Okay. I at least see what he does that charge before he does. Oh fuck! So he does that little wind up. Man, he's just like he's immune to CC. Okay, it's a little easier to dodge at range. Okay. All right, so there must be like about 5 total, just based off of how much animus I'm getting. Almost I'm gonna have to go to town to like dump my inventory. Increases damage you take from enemies up to 50 times? Okay. Damn. I don't know if these debuffs are from like monsters casting on me or just if it's part of the dungeon. Oh crap. Oh. Alright. Oh my gosh. The range on that, it's like so deceptive. Alright. We're gonna go to town real quick and repair and dump this inventory. I'm not even really gonna look at it because if I can get to World Tier 4, it's not really gonna matter. Like, oh, okay, that was not what I meant to do.
This I can sell.
Alright. Where is the smithy?
I need time to do that.
You need steel work? Repairs?
Not while I'm in town.
Yeah, I mean, for just like zerging this and killing myself, you know, even if I die repeatedly, that repair cost was only 65k. That's just like selling a couple pieces of gear, so pretty insignificant. Yeah, I mean, I just need to kill. Maybe I just need to like really focus this guy down. Yeah, I think that's the trick. Just like zerg him. Hope I kill him faster before he kills me. There's a fun little combo you can do with this build, like when you cast Tornado and it procs a boulder, or sorry, when you get a boulder off of, I think it's Hurricane, you can trample after them, and it's pretty entertaining. Like it's fun to do. Dang, this dude is tanky. There we go. Oh, so I'm seeing those roots proc, so that's pretty sick. I kind of forgot that I just got that legendary power. Oh, okay, I can stun him.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright. Ah! Get off me, dude. So it took me a while to realize that what those lightning bolts are, if you're wondering that. It's from when I cast Trample and Nature's Fury procs. It's a casting Lightning Storm, and I was really confused for quite some time because I kind of forgot that that could happen. So what's happening is that when I cast Trample and it activates Landslide, that apparently is able to activate Nature's Fury and cast Lightning Storm. So, yeah, pretty cool. Boom. Let's go. Oh. Oh my gosh, I thought that dude would be like almost dead by now. Oh. Oh, he's got life steal. Shit.
I need more time.
Right. Got him. Another kind of complaint I have in this game is that a lot of the jewelry just, it's like seems kind of useless in most, like, are you ever gonna put a flawless amethyst in your armor for 7% damage over time reduction? Probably not. Like, are you ever gonna put a topaz for damage reduction when you're controlled repaired? Probably not. Like, I just don't see what situation like that would be better than either increasing max life or, I mean, I don't know if Thorns builds are any good, but then there's either, you know, you can get max life, barrier generation, or damage reduction while fortified, and I feel like in virtually every situation those are going to be much more useful. Dang, it's good tanky. Alright, this I think is going to be a boss fight. Okay, so it looks like Elias. I feel like a lot of times I may eat my words in a few moments, but a lot of times the bosses are like easier than you know, like the elite mobs leading up to it. Motherfucker. Pardon my French. That was kind of shit. I thought I had him. I wonder if this is gonna be like the first one where there's like a second, basically a second dungeon after this. Oh. Damn. Oh my gosh, why am I taking so much more damage? Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Oh, damn. What? Okay, so maybe it's those summons there. Alright. I mean, the difficulty level of this is actually, I mean, it is kind of fun. Because most of the time the game is, you know, not really too challenging when you're just kind of steamrolling the content. So I hope in Torment there is more instances of, oh shit, there being this level of difficulty. Oh, if you're standing in the wrong spot, you get hit by like 3 of those. Dang, that does a lot of damage.
Ready yet.
Oh, damn it. This kind of reminds me of Path of Exile, like back when the game was like fucking ridiculous. When it was just like Act 3, and then when Malachi first came out and he was like overtuned as shit. I'm trying to remember what was the Act 3 final boss. The Templar dude. He was like super tough when he first came out too. Oh my, oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna get this, okay? Like, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. I feel like this is still worth it because the amount of time it would take to like grind up to level 70. This is still gonna be less of a time investment. Whoa. I don't know what that was, but that was a lot of damage. Ah! Okay. Thought I was gonna die there.
I need more time.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, okay. So that wall, holy crap. Damn. So it says this is level 60. So does that mean, is he a level, no, it's still level 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, cannot go through that wall without shield up. I think that's actually maybe what's been killing me. I was gonna say I haven't seen him do that move yet. Normally he's kind of spamming it. Oh my gosh. Holy balls. Fuck you, dude. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. Good thing I'm like mildly autistic and I don't mind doing this like over and over and over. So those ones are the ones that really hurt. Oh!
I must wait. I must wait.
Holy fucking shit, dude! I gotta repair. I got so close to killing him that one time.
I need more time.
You need steel work? Repairs? Forge awaits your return.
I need time to do that.
Okay. So I think I want to use like a really good consumable. Like, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I was looking for. Increase max life by 30%. Gonna go ham. I think I really just have to try and like
I must wait a moment.
avoid as much. Oh my gosh, even the monsters are doing like tons of damage to me.
I'm not ready.
Oh my gosh, like it doesn't look like it's gonna hit me and then it still hits me.
I must wait a moment.
Damn it.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, come on. Calm the fuck on. Oh my gosh.
I'm not ready yet.
That's kind of starting to piss me off. All right.
I need more time.
What is doing so much damage? There we go. I got him stunned without his minions. Alright. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah! Get the fuck out of here. Let's go! Alright. I think I have another one of these. I'm kind of thinking for the build that I'm possibly gonna do, this might actually be that may actually be a good legendary power. All right. Finally got him. Alright, let's go inspect the world tier 4 statue. Where, there it is. Alright, so we were able to successfully do it. It was a little more difficult than I expected it to be, especially that boss going into it at level 60. So if you guys happen to watch to this point, you enjoy this content, So it's like double, triple XP. Alright. Yeah, if you guys enjoy this, that's pretty sick. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Helps me out. Getting close to 1,000 subs. Level 99. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. And remember to give them the D.
I greet you.